Once upon a time, in a far-away kingdom, there lived the King Pharaoh of Egypt. During a special occasion for the king's birthday, both the chief butler and chief baker offended him greatly. As a result, the king ordered for them to be thrown into prison where Joseph stayed. While they stayed in prison, both had a dream, and though the dreams were very similar, there was one key difference.
Am I in a dream? Wow! Is that a pine tree? Oh, there is 1, 2, and 3 branches. Are those grapes? Wow, they look so ripe. It's so nice to make a king's wine.
The butler started sweating and turning in his sleep, but the chief baker was already awake and started waking the butler.
Hey, what are you dreaming? It's time to wake up.
All of a sudden, the butler opened his eyes.
What happened?
You are shaking in your sleep. Are you okay?
I had a weird dream about a pine tree bearing ripe grapes, and then I saw the king. I wonder what is this dream means. I don't think there's anyone here who will interpret it.
Hey, don't be stressed. This will pass over. You just have to work harder next time to impress Pharaoh. Okay? Do not worry.
How about you? Why are you awake so early? Did you have a dream as well?
Of course, I slept well, but I also had a dream about the king's bread. And there were 3 baskets of bread. I think it's a dream that tells me that everything will be fine as long as I work harder. The dream is unusual. Can't someone interpret my dreams in detail? Look, who is up early? None other than the guard's favorite.
You mean the Hebrew man? Isn't his name Joseph?
Whatever that means. Oh, look, he's coming toward us. Stop looking sad. You might get us in trouble.
As Joseph approached the two, he noticed that they looked a bit different today. Good morning. Did you all sleep well? Oh, for some reason, the butler looks so serious.
Well, Mr. Butler here had a dream and there's no one who could interpret it for him.
Dream interpretation? Don't interpretation belong to God? Tell me, and I will interpret for you.
Okay, so as I was sleeping, or if a sudden, I was in the vineyard, and in front of me stood a pine with 3 branches, and it was full of grapes that was ripe and good at making wine. But in my hand was Pharaoh's cup, and I took the grape and squeezed the juice into the cup and gave it to the Pharaoh.
This dream is wonderful. You don't have to be sad anymore. After 3 days, the king will restore you.
Oh, really? I'm so happy. Finally, I can have rest. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you so much.
Your dream is a good dream, so don't worry too much. However, if you regain your previous job, don't forget me and tell Pharaoh that I'm innocent. Got it?
Okay, that's enough. I also had a dream that is quite similar to the butler. But instead of wine, I saw 3 baskets on my head. And at the very top basket, there were so many pastries that I made for the king. There was donuts, cinnamon rolls, and delicious cupcakes. But all of a sudden, this group of birds ate of it until it finished. Now, tell me, Joseph, I will be restored like Butler, right?
Not really. After 3 days, Pharaoh will have your head on a spike, and the birds will feed on your flesh. Your dream and his dream look similar, but the meaning is so different. I'm so sorry for your dream.
What? You must be joking, right? That can't be. After all the baking I did for the palace, and this is how they repay me? That is unfair! Even the butler didn't do anything. Our dreams were same, but why only me have to be perished? I must be restored! Tell me, I'll be restored.
Just as Joseph predicted, 3 days later, the king restored the butler to his position, while the chief baker was killed, just as the dream stated. Just like the butler went forth confidently, carrying only the grape juice from the vine, but the baker, on the other hand, went forth with what he thought was best in his eyes to offer unto God. In the eyes of the baker, the bruised body of Jesus Christ was not enough for him to offer to God. That is why he included his good works, which led to his death. Everyone, the chief baker did not die because of his good works, but rather because he believed that the body of Jesus Christ was not enough to wash away his sin. In John chapter 15, I am the true vine, and my Father is the farmer. The vine tree represents Jesus Christ, and the butler hid behind Jesus Christ. He did not bring his good works, which is something he did well, but rather he only offered the grape juice directly to Pharaoh, and that is why he was saved and restored to his position. Everyone, this story shows us the way of salvation and the way of the parish. Hence, the dream of the butler is of receiving salvation, and on the other hand, the dream of the baker is the dream of being cursed. Let us live with the heart of the butler, everyone. Goodbye, and see you next time.